Makeup process maybe wasn't as long as you'd expect. I've done movies where my whole body's being painted and tattooed and things like that, and that's pretty lengthy. I think we had this down to about an hour 45 to do hair and makeup. Get picked up at 6 a.m, get to set at like 6:45. Hair and makeup, wardrobe, give that 2 hours, then you're on set. Yeah. We have big wigs. You know, the key look for Barbie was this impossible amount of hair. I cannot think of a movie that had more hair than the Barbie movie, because everyone had wigs with 10 times the amount of hair a wig would normally have in it. And it was like down to your waist every time. And it was so fun, but it was a lot of hair. The wigs kind of made it because it helped with that scale, like the different proportions of Barbie, giving you that fantasy feel of like, oh, something's not quite human about her. She's got impossible hair. Makeup, we just tried to make as beautiful as possible. Greta really liked the look in these like old Technicolor movies where they had this like creamy sort of look to their skin, like this flat look. Because what was most important with the costumes, the hair and makeup is that, you know, when you put on an outfit and you're kind of like, I feel really good in this. Like, I think I look good today. Like, you bring this confidence with you because you're like, I'm killing it. And we wanted everyone to have that feeling every day in Barbie land. All the outfits are not one-to-one replicas. Some are inspired by real life Barbies that have existed in the past. There might be a picture of like Brigitte Bardot in the 50s or 60s, and that might inspire an outfit. Also the costumes by the end of the film, you know, the fabrics we're using are kind of softer, something more fragile about the fabrics, as opposed to like these like strong geometric sort of patterns and very like sculptured fabrics that are going to hold a shape and tailor it with such certainty. Kind of by the end of the film, I'm wearing this beautiful dress, but it's soft. The fabric is soft. There's something fragile about it. The pattern of the flowers, they're still flowers, but there's something there's something more chaotic, a bit more random about it. And it's subtle, but those things all matter. And the jewelry I'm wearing stops being like big shell earrings, that the scale of it starts becoming more human. It's like a chain necklace and a ring, you know, that kind of thing. On set every day was the best day ever. Every day was hilarious. There are so many funny actors in this film, from Ryan, who is so comedically gifted as our Ken, Kate McKinnon. I've already worked with Kate before and know that she's hilarious, but nothing can prepare you for what is ever gonna come out of her mouth. Will Ferrell plays our Mattel CEO. I mean, just so many brilliant comedic actors, brilliant actors. Every day was hilarious. Greta herself is a brilliantly comedically gifted actor, so the lines she would give you were always so funny. I ruined most of Ryan's takes. I would laugh like through half of them. He would do something different every time, and I think he was just like, his barometer was to try and make me burst into laughter, which he succeeded at almost every day. Yeah, this movie gets to some pretty deep, profound places, more so than you'd expect a movie about dolls to be. And since we were exploring things about how any person might feel, there were scenes where like things felt pretty real and raw. Not just for me, like America has this amazing speech just about how contradictory it is to be a woman and how we tie ourselves in knots just to be liked, how it's just such an impossible task. You can't be all those things, and then in the end it's just you fail anyway, you know. So there was that speech in particular I think was very moving, because it's true, like everyone's like asking like Ken's like, what's my purpose, what am I doing here, and Barbie's like, what's my purpose, and you know, the Mattel CEO, who's a character in the movie, is kind of like, how do I be me in this world, you know. So it's kind of, everyone has their chance of having that moment, having that journey, and arriving at the kind of acceptance place of you're good the way you are.